Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hi guys, it's Riley. Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a work day in my life working as an assistant controller, so I'm going to take you all to work with me today. I just got ready for the day and I just made my morning coffee, and we've been on a cold brew kick. We really enjoy the Black Rifle brand, and even the Starbucks cold brew is really good that you get from the grocery store. And we get the cold brew concentrate, so you just add water and add a little bit of milk, and it is perfect. It's so good. Garrett's also so sweet. I love LaCroix. If you know me, or if you've seen any of my other videos, I always have a LaCroix. He realized we didn't have any cold ones, so he put one in the freezer for me because he knew I was gonna go grab one this morning. That's how much I love these things. But anyways, this has been a very crazy time. It's been a very crazy last couple of weeks at work, which is actually what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So we're gonna get all caught up. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to get you guys caught up on what's been going on. Like I said, it's been kind of stressful, and these videos make me happy. And I like talking to you guys, and I like making these videos, so I thought this would be a really good way to end off kind of a chaotic week at work. Okay, per usual, you guys, I am scrambling, trying to get out of here. I just packed my work bag. I got my lunch, I filled up my water. What else? What else do I need? I'm gonna grab my LaCroix because I didn't finish it, so I'm gonna grab that before I go. I have my phone. I'm just trying to make sure I have everything before I leave. So I think I'm good. And this happens to me on a daily basis. I always wake up with more than enough time to get ready, and then I end up just sitting on the couch too long with my morning coffee and not really paying attention to the time. So here we are, it is 7:30. I need to head out, and we are going to go ahead and get this day started.
Sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know.
Okay, we made it. I made it to the office. I had every intention of talking to you guys on my drive. I love our drive chats, but I got a new phone and I didn't take into account how much bigger this phone is, and my whole steering wheel was in the shot. So I might try again over lunch, and I promise I will catch you guys up like I said I wanted to do at the beginning of this video. I just couldn't do it on my way in. Just trust me, it was not good. But yeah, we're here, so let's get this day started. I got to work a little before 8 a.m. Every day I immediately log on and open up my Outlook and my Microsoft Teams. At 8 o'clock this Friday, I had an Accounts Receivables meeting, so I headed off to that. This is me printing out the AR report. During my AR meetings with the teams, I discuss with each team jobs that are still unpaid, why they are unpaid, and how to collect on them. The teams are responsible for their own collections. However, I assist by writing up collection letters, adding interest to invoices, and filing liens. I got 3 phone calls from my boss during my AR meeting today, so it was around 9:30 by the time I finished up the meeting. Then I had some follow-up questions for the teams, and they had questions for me just about payments, resending receipts, and invoices. So it was about 10 o'clock by the time I sat down at my desk. I always read all of my emails first. I opened our file with all of our legal cases. There were several jobs that were unpaid, and the teams thought that they had been moved to our legal team and sent to our lawyer, so I wanted to confirm for them that they had actually been moved from their team to legal, and if they had not been, then the team should continue their collection efforts. Next up is more AR. I'm covering this with my finger to cover the name of the company, but the inbox is for invoice requests. These come from the teams, and then I create the invoice internally in our software for accounting purposes. I also create the invoice in QuickBooks just for external purposes to send to the customers. So I work in 2 different systems. There's also a credit memos inbox where I do credit memo requests, and a JMF inbox, which stands for Job Management Form. This is for requests to move labor hours or costs between jobs. Lastly, there is also a QuickBooks inbox, so when we receive online payments from QuickBooks, I can post them in our system. This is typically what I spend at least half of my day on, sometimes more when we're really busy. Part of my morning going through the bank statement. We get charged a fee from QuickBooks for each transaction, so I have to enter them in our system. Essentially just a journal entry. We do this entry every month, so I'm catching up on entering July's fees. This is what I was talking about earlier with my steering wheel and getting a new phone. So I'm so sorry that my steering wheel is in your face right now, but I'm on my way to lunch. I'm actually going to pick up a coffee. So I ordered a coffee in downtown Venice, and it's like 15 minutes away. So I'm kind of like trying to hurry so I can go get my afternoon coffee. But I wanted to chat with you guys about this morning. It has been so crazy, and I know I said that I wanted to give you work updates in general, so I figured I could do that on my drive. Basically, the biggest news that I have is that my boss moved. So I live in Florida. I work in Venice, Florida, for those of you who don't know, and my boss just moved from Florida to North Carolina, and he's the controller. I'm the assistant controller, so I report directly to him, and he's basically the only other person that I really work closely with in terms of accounting. So it's been a really big adjustment. He was just on vacation in Europe for 2 weeks, and then this past week he moved, so he really hasn't been online a whole lot for 3 weeks. And of course, this is right when I'm getting super busy. I've been the busiest I've ever been since I've started this job 7 months ago. It has been absolutely insane. And I think a big part of that is the teams got really behind somehow in their invoicing. And I don't know how that happened. I'm not sure if there was just miscommunications in the production side of things. But basically the teams weren't invoicing when they should have been. So we had all of these jobs where the job was completely finished and it hadn't even been invoiced yet, which is a problem. That's not how you do accounting. That's not how you invoice jobs, but it's not our fault because we get the invoice requests from the teams. So the teams were really behind on their jobs, and they all started sending invoice requests at once. So it's just been very chaotic in general. And I know I showed you my inbox this morning. So between those invoices, the credit memo requests, the JMF requests, and the QuickBooks payments, I also get checks in. We get a lot of checks in. So between doing all of those deposits, which I'm going to show you later this afternoon once the mail comes, but it's just been really crazy with AR. And so that, on top of my boss not being in the office, I've had so many questions. So I've just been trying to problem solve on my own, and it's been going okay. It's just been very overwhelming for the last like 3 weeks, which is another reason why I haven't really made a ton of videos lately, because I've just been so overwhelmed by work. That's pretty much my work update. It's just that things have been absolutely nuts. But it's okay. I'm hoping things will slow down soon. I'm not sure though. We'll see. We are getting into hurricane season. I mean, we're in hurricane season, but August is like peak hurricane season. August and September are the 2 months where the most hurricanes hit the Gulf Coast of Florida. So I don't know. Realistically, the work should actually be picking up pretty soon. But yeah, needless to say, it has just been absolutely crazy. But we're getting through it. I'm so happy it's Friday. You have no idea how badly I need this weekend right now. But I'm hoping that this coffee will help revive me for the afternoon. And we only have a few hours left. So we'll just crank out these last few hours of the day and then have a nice weekend. I think another reason why I've been so busy recently too is because I've been getting so many questions, which, like, by all means, please, if somebody has questions, like, please ask me. That's what I'm there for. I'm here to help. Ask me anything and everything. But I have literally been getting interrupted with feels like every 5 minutes, and it makes it so hard to like stay focused and stay in the groove. Like, I'll be right in the middle of something and have to close everything out. Like, I have to close out what I'm working on so that I can pull up the jobs or whatever that the teams have questions on. And it's just because they've been really busy and they've been invoicing so many jobs since they got really far behind. So it's just kind of like a trickle effect. But like I said, I really hope that we're getting that straightened out, and maybe it'll calm down a little bit, or there will be some sort of change soon so that that doesn't happen again. But we'll see. Okay, I just got my coffee. It is a 10 out of 10. I got a nice latte with their tiramisu syrup. It is phenomenal. It tastes so good. So I really think this is gonna help me get through this afternoon. It's gonna go by fast. We're staying positive. It's gonna be great. Also, I just want to say I love Venice. The first time I went to Venice, I was like, I don't know if it's my vibe. There's not a ton to do. It's definitely an older population, like even compared to Sarasota, which I think has an older population, that Venice is like a lot more of an older population. But it's so cute. Like, it literally feels like you're in a little Italy or something. Like, I think it's the cutest thing ever, and it gives me such great vibes that now I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go back to work. I'm like 15 minutes from downtown, so it works out pretty well. It's not too far. It's enough time for me to stop and get a coffee. And then I've just been eating like the rest of my lunch, like my actual lunch, in the car on my drive. But yeah, let's finish out this day. After lunch, we received some payments via QuickBooks, so I went ahead and posted those. Taking a quick break here, I was the only person in the front portion of our office Friday afternoon, so I thought I'd give a quick office tour. We have the main lobby, a little water station, and a little break room. We also have a cute little bathroom up front. Okay, now back to invoicing. I created and sent some more invoices, and I had a few requests to update invoices with interest added through the current date. I got caught up in a phone call that took about 30 minutes. This was discussing more jobs that may possibly move to our lawyer. Next, I deposited our checks for the day. For checks, we scan a copy of each check and save them on a file. I endorse them, and then we have a machine that scans and deposits the checks in our bank account. So this is our scanner that scans a copy of the checks, and this is the machine that scans the checks and deposits them into our bank account. Lastly, I run a bank deposit report to make sure what we deposited matches what was posted in our system. I spent the last part of my day working on the July bank reconciliation for one of the 3 companies that operate under the company that I work for. Our bank rec for this company is done in QuickBooks by comparing our QuickBooks transactions to our bank statement. Hi guys, so I'm finally home from work. Made it home safely, and I just put on my comfy clothes, and I feel like a wave of relief has just washed over me. I am so excited for the weekend, and thank you so much for joining me today. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. This was just a little snippet of what I do. I have different tasks throughout the week, throughout the month, so of course, any questions, please feel free to ask them. Again, it has been a very busy past couple of weeks, so I'll try to describe as many of my tasks as I can, and hopefully it gives you at least a little bit of an idea as to what my daily tasks include, what my schedule kind of looks like, and I hope you found it helpful. And any other questions I can answer for you, please leave them down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys got me through this. Today was a rough day, but you guys got me through, and making this video got me through, and I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.